Iran issues warrant for arrest warrant for Trump.
I saw that this morning. And
Did you see this?
All right. Yeah, this makes sense.
So they asked Interpol for help. So the U.S. killed General. All right, so we know this. Yep. Iran has issued an arrest warrant and asked Interpol for help in detaining U.S. President Donald Trump and dozens of others it believes carried out the drone strike that killed a top Iranian general in Baghdad. Okay, small critique of the article. They don't need to believe anything. That's what frickin' happened. No belief is necessary here, Al Jazeera. That's what frickin' happened. The U.S. carried out a drone strike. They killed Soleimani.
On a peace mission. Dude, yeah. On a peace mission.
And you can find footage of Trump bragging about it. Okay, yeah. So no belief is necessary here. No belief. I mean, unless you really want to get down the philosophical rabbit hole, like, well, is humanity even being realized? Other than that, no belief necessary. None. All right, so
if we go down to simulation theory, then you can write it like that. But no, this dude was assassinated for sure.
So Interpol, which is based in Lyon, France, said in a statement that its constitution forbade it to undertake any intervention or activities of a political, military, religious, or racial character. Therefore, if or when such requests were to be sent, they cannot consider it. And the U.S.'s Iran envoy Brian Hook described the move as a propaganda stunt. Look, just let us illegally assassinate people in peace. Stop it with these stunts. What's wrong with you? We're the USA.
Look bad.
we assassinate people when we feel like it without any repercussion. And if you're implying that we can't do that, what a propaganda stunt. This is why the world loves us so much. Right here. This is why.
You're being a jerk right now, okay? Not the assassinators, okay? The people calling out.
What if we just collectively turned him in? Like what if everybody, what if we just took a poll and we were like, we thought about this and here you go.
Dude, can we do a citizen's arrest on war crimes?
Just do a citizen arrest, but we got to give them Pence too, because otherwise.
We do.
Well, otherwise he's in charge. And it's just like, guys, have we tried praying at the virus? Have we tried praying at the virus? What if the virus never eats food with women? I think they're the problem. I think I got this.
That's the issue.
I got this. What if all right, hear me out. What if we just start shocking gay people? It doesn't kill them. We shock them. And then the virus is like, oh, the gay people have gotten electrocuted. And so that's not, I'm going to go away now. Maybe the virus
come off homophobic. It doesn't want to look homophobic.
So the virus will just leave. Yeah. So that's what we'd have to. But
I have a concession.
Something if we just gave both of them. We're just like, here you go. I just gave the entire GOP.
Yeah, I have a small concession, right? What we do, either we give them Trump and Pence, or Dick Cheney, Donald Rumsfeld, George Bush, Henry Kissinger, and then we give them all of those people. And then Trump gets to, he gets to be in Florida for a while.
And that's the thing, man. And like getting to the bigger theme of it, I despise Donald Trump. I think everybody with vision despises Donald Trump. But what I still refuse to do, even amidst all of this, is let him still my critical thinking skills.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. A Trump derangement syndrome. And when you see people, when I see people who I know who are rational people who, I agree with 97% of the time, when they say stuff like, well, gee, I'd rather have George Bush in charge right now. It's like, okay, this is where you're letting Trump's incompetence cloud your judgment, because Bush was, first of all, just as incompetent on his own. What Bush did was he surrounded himself by pure despicable evil, which is the exact same thing Trump's doing.
That's also what Trump's doing, right?
But if Bush was in charge right now, but it was a different type of evil. And if Bush was in charge right now, or at least slightly different, because you had a Karl Rove and you had a Dick Cheney. Yeah. If Bush was in charge right now, we'd be just as screwed, but we would be trying to go to war with China additionally. So it's like, it is absolutely, Trump belongs in a jail cell. So does Dick Cheney, so does George W. Bush, so does Henry Kissinger, so does Karl Rove. The fact that they walk the earth is absolutely criminal. And it's like, come on, let's not lose sight of the systemic disease, pun intended, that got us to this point. And it's not just going to go away with Trump going away. It's not hanging on one person or one administration. That's just the sad reality of it, because the Bush administration put this war machine on autopilot. Obama said okay for 8 years, and that led us to Donald Trump.
Yeah. And people, I mean, that's the thing, is like people don't put those pieces together where they kind of look at these presidencies as their own individual arcs. And it's like, no, they all built off of each other. You know, like Daddy Bush worked his way into Clinton, who then worked his way into, you know, the younger Bush, and then into Obama. And then it's a succession of things. Like that's how this sort of stuff happens. And people just don't put that stuff together. And part of, you know, maybe it's part of the short attention span world that we're kind of living in. But like, if you go back into history, it's like what the reason why Obama was able to, you know, create the surveillance state that he was because of the Patriot Act, right? You know, we had to give up
Which, by the way, they renewed Trump's spying powers while they were impeaching him. Adam Schiff getting on the microphone, posing for the camera, talking about how he's public enemy number one. He's a traitor. He's treasonous. Then voting to expand his power.
Yeah,
like, how do you explain? Like, how do you?
Well, they're just playing that guy, Ron.
Oh, it's just, it's unbelievable.
It's wild. Yeah.
But it would still be fun if we all just collectively as a society just turn them all in. Just be like, hey, Iran, here you go. We got all of them. We got, you know what? You know how it's like, you know how like you have that really over generous person in your life who, you know, like you're just like, hey, you know, I really loved those cookies you brought to the party. Wait, no, let's stay in theme. I fucking loved your carrot cake.
Yes.
Your carrot cake was awesome. You know, call back to earlier. Your carrot cake was amazing. Can I have the recipe? And then they're just such a warm, sweet person that like they show up at your door. You know, back when we could still see our neighbors and shit like that. They show up at your door and they have a dozen freaking carrot sheet cakes and the recipe framed for you. And they're like, love you. And, you know, like that person, we all have a person like that in our lives. Yeah. You know, sometimes I try to be that person. I don't, you know, I try to be when I can. And that could be our opportunity for Iran right now. Like, hey, over the years, we've been really shitty to you. Actually, over the from the 50s to now, Medea Benjamin actually wrote a brilliant book on it called Inside Iran. You should read that book. And you'll just find yourself, if you read that book, you'll find yourself maybe in Santa Monica going, wow, we are the villains all the time. I'm not speaking from personal experience or anything. I'm not.
This sounds like me reading people's history on a flight to Denver.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it, and I think I yelled it a couple times. I'm pretty sure they were like, this guy's got to chill out, but whatever. I mean, we all enjoy the ocean in our own way. And for some of us, it's reading a book about imperialism by Medea Benjamin. And we're sponsored by The Cradle Will Rock. But anyway, but so yeah, this could be our overgenerous opportunity. Like, yes, for Trump, we gave you our entire government. Here's all of them. We gave you. By the way, Nancy Pelosi's there. We got a 2 freezers full of ice cream. That's yours too. Just take it. Take it. And you can just have all of them. You can have all of them, every single one. And we're just going to start over again. We're going to rebuild our government. We're going to rebuild the police force. And really, you gave us a gift. Really, you gifted us Iran.
Thank you. You guys are a bunch of peaches. Thank you very much.
Call me a dreamer.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and